Hi guys, it's Tony from the Roach again. Today we're going to set up one of our tubs and show you how we set up ours. Later on we'll be doing a video showing you how to set up a tub for a smaller colony that you might typically get from us. It starts off with egg crates, and quite a lot of them. Okay, if you want to bring that over here. We stack the egg crates 10 in a row. The reason for this is so that we create a lattice effect within the egg crates, which creates more surface area for the roaches to climb around. So we rotate these, and we've worked it out that 10 crates will fit our 2 foot by 3 foot boxes. We just keep building them up. It's just like a house of cards, really, just don't knock it down. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 2 more. There's 9, and the last one is number 10. Okay guys, so we've got our stack of 10 crates. We take these 10 crates, keep them in their orientation, we slide them into the tub, and because the tub is slightly angled on the walls, they actually sit in there nice and tight. Okay? The next thing we have are 10 half crates. It's just a whole crate, just cut down the centre. The reason we're doing this is we need, obviously here we're breeding, and we're breeding lots of roaches, so we want to create as much room as possible in one of the tubs. So we actually fill half of the tub as well with crates, but on their ends. So again, with these, it's a case of building them up to 10 height, and then we can put them in the tub. These are a little trickier to do because they're obviously smaller, but a bit of patience with them. Now you're not doing this every week or what have you. You only ever need to do it, you know, as you roaches get dirty. A typical tub like this will probably last you a good month or so with a standard colony. Obviously we fill them quite a lot due to the amount of roaches we're breeding. But if you're just doing it for a standard colony, you know, you could be looking at a couple of months use of one of these. Shouldn't be far off, you know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and one more is 10. Just line these up, give them all a good clamp so they don't move. And again, we just force them down into the bottom. So if you take a look now, the whole of the tub's floor is able to be used now by roaches. You might be wondering where we're going to put our food. Our food is actually going to be placed across the top of this, and we find that doing it this way and then filling around the tub creates a lot more surface area. You'd be surprised how many roaches you can hold in this. Next is our feeding tub. It's a 5 compartment tub. Now we have breeder boxes where we've got the lips cut out and things like that to let the nymphs in and what have you, but we've found a new way of doing it, and that's to scour up all the insides of the tubs. I don't know if you can see it, it's a little bit opaque, whereas the bottom is clear. Okay, we do this with a sort of 60 grit sandpaper, and this enables all the nymphs and the roaches to climb out. So the next step is to fill our tub with food. So I'm going to just move the box onto the floor for the moment, and I'm going to get the foods. Okay. Fill in 2 small compartments on the end with water gel crystals. All of these are available in the shops. We've put a video up showing you exactly how to make them up and everything else. So just look on the site for that. So there's our first tub, and this will keep a good colony going for quite some time. but the added bonus is you don't get them stuck in the tub and they can get out and about, but you've got the full depth of the tub there. Okay, so there's our water gel crystals. Now we fill this one with our dry roach chow. Okay, and again this is a blend that we made up ourselves, and it's got various things like ground up cat food, chicken layer pellets, there's fish flake in here, really anything that's really high protein, because we want to get the most out of our roaches by production wise, and we really fill this up right to the top. There we go. Just smooth it off. And there's a lot of food in there. I'm just going to get rid of these tubs. Three times a week we give them a selection of veg. Okay, and in here we've got some leafy greens. They could be you know, summer greens, things like that. It could be lettuce, it could be cabbage, pretty much anything that you want to use. We have some carrot, there's some parsnip, some swede, some cucumber and some oranges, and all of these are readily accepted, and we do this 3 times a week, and we put that into the bottom 2 boxes. And the reason we split these up is we find that with the veg that they tend to be straight into the boxes. So we split up the greens onto the bottom usually, and then we tend to chuck a couple of pieces of carrot in, some oranges, some parsnips and some cucumber. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, none of this veg is turned or gone off or anything. It's all fresh veg. It's the stuff that my family eat and that I eat. We don't give our roaches any rubbish. It's always high quality ingredients. So there you have it. So that's their food, that food bowl, and it will last a while. Obviously with your veg you need to change out every couple of days, or if it hasn't been eaten in 2 days, take it out, otherwise it's going to go off. This now can sit straight on top of those tubs there. Okay, the next step we have to do, the other way we can do this is push it right to the edge there. The next thing we have to do is fill around this tub now with some more egg crates. So we use a lot of egg crates when we're doing this, but you know, this is the reason for it. And we just basically rip them up now, and we just build up the layers so that they can get into the box. By doing this, the roaches can climb in and out of their food. We know they can get out because the insides of the tubs are threaded. And we know they can get to it because of the egg crates there. And this is a bit of a palace really for your roaches. Now, don't get me wrong, doing this is not cheap. We've used 17 egg crates doing this tub, but bear in mind it's a 3 foot by 2 foot tub. The next step is then to take our lid and this is just a new lid, but we normally cut holes in these lids. I haven't got any at the moment out to show you, but we will cut 2 holes in this lid here and here, and we'll use similar mesh to this, and we'll hot glue gun it on top of the tub, and that's essentially your tub setup, ready to go, and it's just like a complete and utter luxury hotel for them. They have lots of space to run around, and you could keep thousands and thousands of roaches, because the surface area within this tub is immense. They can get right around everything, they can get onto the foods, and this is the way that we're going to be keeping our tubs. Later on we're going to do a video on a smaller scale to show you how to set up a tub for the colonies that you're receiving from us. Thanks for looking, and if you have any comments, go to the website www.theroachhut.co.uk and leave us a message on the contacts page. There's a form there, just fill it out, send it, and you can also add yourselves to our mailing list. There's a little link just underneath that form. Thanks for looking.